Welcome to the 114th edition of the Director's Communique. It's a lot of editions, and to think it began with just a few photos and a little bit of text about 9 years ago, and it's now evolved into this. It's a lot of growth and a lot of change. With more on the most recent growth and change in our division, here's Director of Education, Dom Sculia. Dom?
Thanks, Twyla. We find ourselves in challenging times, having to make challenging decisions. And I know that our decision to return to in-person learning has been met with disappointment by many of our staff. I want to reassure everyone we have consulted on multiple occasions with the local medical health officers and have received support each time for our decision. As a publicly funded institution, our role in society is to provide quality Catholic education for everyone. Remote learning, unfortunately, does not achieve that. I'm hoping to receive permission to share with all staff the data that was used for us to make this decision. And this data is coming to us from the Saskatchewan Health Authority. We continue to pray for a safe end to this pandemic. Certainly, we have seen a lot of growth and change, particularly this year, and it's not just the communique that's changed. Considering the situation we found ourselves in since COVID-19 pandemic arrived in Saskatchewan, we are blessed to have experienced growth in terms of our Connected Educator program, as well as bandwidth in our schools. As we move into the month of May, I hope you'll join me for the 11th almost annual Moving in Faith event. We're taking it virtual this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing how far our faith can take us as we add up our walking distances and attempt to make it from here to the Vatican. This will be a highlight for Catholic Education Week, and for me, and I hope for you as well. Another highlight will be the second, again, almost annual Distinguished Alumni Awards. We've announced Nick Gonchin, Chris Hamilton, and Jennifer Welsh as recipients back before COVID took away the chance to celebrate their achievements in 2020. During Catholic Education Week this month, we will take some time to learn more about these three outstanding graduates of Riffel, O'Neill, and Leopoldus. We have begun to process our building a video gala ceremony. It's not the same, but it's making the best of a challenging situation, and we pray it will be a success despite the restrictions. Finally this month, I want to take a moment to talk about acronyms. There's a newer acronym I want to mention because it's important we all know it. DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. This needs to be part of our language moving forward. Incorporating DEI into everything we do is important. Our DEI committee, our division leadership team, and our board of trustees are all participating in DEI training. And we're all working on ways to champion for change so that all systemic barriers are removed in our schools. It's a growth journey, which is something we're all familiar with. It will take time, but Regina Catholic Schools are committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Thank you, and God bless. Twyla?
Thanks, Dom. We saw so many great things happening in April, including a one-of-a-kind vending machine placed at St. Augustine Community School. A big thank you to Sask Power. The Crown is powering childhood reading success by donating a book vending machine to St. Augustine. The machine will be leveraged as a pillar in the school's existing literacy support programming, building excitement in students around book ownership, independent reading, and academic success. What a cool way to focus on reading. Thank you very much, SAS Power.
God's great love. God's great love. Created the entire universe. The entire universe.
Sherry Cronk's pre-kindergartners at Ecole St. Mary are working hard and praying hard. They've done such a great job learning the actions and words to their prayer, which Sherry adapted from a book. The kids love saying this prayer, and if their teacher ever happens to mix up a word or an action, well, they all know it well enough to jump right in and make sure their teacher knows. It's very cute. Thank you. Moving in Faith is moving online this year. This is our 11th event, and it's the 12th year of Moving in Faith in Regina Catholic Schools. We will collect kilometers walked or run, strolled, wheeled, whatever you want to do by all our stakeholders throughout Catholic Education Week, which is May 9th to 16th. The intent is fun and movement, so the count, we're not going to be too strict. Each day, we'll aim to have collectively covered enough ground to visit one stop each school day. We will virtually visit St. Mary's Cathedral in Kingston, Ontario, Notre Dame in Montreal, St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin, Westminster Abbey in London, and Notre Dame in Paris before reaching the Vatican in Rome. We'll share virtual tours of each of these stops, and hopefully our Catholic connections, families, classrooms, schools, and parishes will join us. We can't wait. Watch for more details on how to make sure your kilometers count. That same week, we will celebrate our distinguished alumni. Nick Gonchin, Chris Hamilton, and Jennifer Welsh will be honored throughout the week. And on Friday, May 14th, we will release a Gala Awards video. Congratulations to all 3 2021 recipients. Our newest school-based administrator, the brand new principal of St. Maria Faustina, Allison Greeno, joins us now. Allison, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm currently a learning resource teacher at Sacred Heart School. I've always taught students with intensive needs in the division. I actually have taught at St. Faustina when it was Jean Vanier quite a few years ago. And I have a 6-year-old daughter who goes to St. Nicholas. And yeah, that's
Ready
me.
to go.
That's me.
And of course, we're just coming off a period of learning remotely. What have you learned during the pandemic, during this very different year, that you think you'll be able to take with you to St. Faustina?
Whew, I think that, like everybody, I'm just trying to take it day by day and do the best I can with my daughter and with school.
I think you hit the nail on the head, just like everybody. We're just trying to do the best we can to get through this. Now you're going from Sacred Heart Buffalo to being a St. Maria Faustina hero. And it's such a special school. I love going to visit there. Hopefully that'll happen again in the next little while. What are you looking forward to most with this big move?
Just looking forward to getting to know the students. I think there are a few that are old now that were young there when I was there. And it just holds a special place in my heart. So really getting to work with the staff and the students there and just building on the success that I know they already have.
And they do have so much success, which is great to see, even during this very challenging time. Well, we wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to come and visit you when you take your new spot as one of our favorite heroes over at St. Maria Faustina.
Thanks, Twyla.
Kick your feet up. We have 6 winners of our CSD Contigo travel mugs. Big congratulations going out to Hani Lise, Sherry Cupper, Wendy Hardman, Trina Hindmarch, Rachel Hunter, and Daphne Robertson. And this month, instead of that typical giveaway, we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to choose at random some of you who send in your moving in faith distances. We've got lots of cool RCSD swag to give away, and we are going to arrive at some of the schools as Moving in Faith Prize Patrol. We're going to drop off some goodies for you, and we're all excited to see how far our faith can take us. But you know what? While we're at it, it's nice to get some prizes as well. Coming up in May the 3rd is a public board meeting. That starts at 5 o'clock. May 9th to 16th, it has been officially proclaimed to be Catholic Education Week in Saskatchewan. And of course, that week we'll all hopefully do a little bit of walking for Moving in Faith. And Friday, May 14th, that's the day of that virtual release of the 2021 Distinguished Alumni Awards. And then, this is on everybody's mind, May long weekend. It's on the way. Friday, May 21st is a day off for all students while staff continues to prep for the final weeks of the school year. But then on Monday, May 24th, that's the Victoria Day stat holiday. So I hope everybody enjoys that long weekend. We'll head on over to Twitter. And this is from His Holiness, Pope Francis. The cross expresses love, service, unreserved self-giving. It is truly the tree of life, of overabundant life. Dear brother, dear sister, if on this night you are experiencing an hour of darkness, a day that is not yet dawned, a light dimmed, or a dream shattered, open your heart with amazement to the message of Easter. Do not be afraid. He has risen. In these dark months of the pandemic, let us listen to the risen Lord as he invites us to begin anew and never lose hope. Easter is the most important feast of our faith because it is the feast of our salvation, the feast of God's love for us. Only the love of Jesus can transform our life, heal our deepest hurts, and set us free from the vicious circles of disappointment, anger, and constant complaint. The Lord of life wants us to be full of life. He tells us the secret of life. We come to possess it only by giving it away. Let's not wait for our neighbors to be good before we are good to them, for others to respect us before we serve them. Let's begin with ourselves. There is no page of the gospel on which there is no place for us. For us Christians, meditating is a way of coming into contact with Jesus. And in this way, only in this way, can we discover ourselves. And finally, kind people who deserve a hello. Andrea Ward, Kyle Webb, Allison Greeno, Tina Vallette, Doug Sears, Maria Sands, Chris Massaway, and Joshua Campbell. Thanks for being awesome just by being you. And hello. Hey, thanks for hitting play once again on the Director's Communique. Until next month, I'm Twyla West.